Yo, we're back.
You're...
Episode 11, season 1.
Come on, bro. Let everybody get still my shit.
Yep,
I have to find a new opener.
and ain't chewing. Now, so we sipping tea over there. What's going on? You thirsty, huh?
Okay, something happened on our end. I don't know what that was. I was saying, season 1, episode 11, the mature kids. I am hella laced.
It's your favorite customizer word, customs.
Dani Nicole, aka Caramel Wonder, Sock Lady, and Tech Bang.
When
Let's
did
get
sock
into
lady
it.
become? What is this sock lady crap?
Are you hating? I wear
It
many
was
hats.
tie-dye queen. Tie-dye queen. Sock
Tie that
lady.
queen, sock
Sound
lady.
like
Oh,
some hobo.
whatever. You know I wear many hats.
Exactly. She loves them all too.
Yep.
Let's get straight into it. Do you want to talk about the donations, Bae?
The donations for.
There's 2 different donations we're speaking about today.
Oh, are we talking about the Bloomberg donation?
Yes, ma'am.
The $100 million to historically black medical schools.
I think that's dope.
Yes, I do think it's dope. I do know that he is big on philanthropy. Me having had worked there, for about 9 years, a few years ago. He is big on just giving money away, which is probably why he's so rich because those are tax breaks for people that make his kind of money, that upper 1%.
1%, 0.5.
Right, that. So I mean, it's super dope. As far as it coming at this time, it seems a bit, calculated. The medical
Yeah,
school,
that's what I was going to ask.
the coronavirus is out there. They're trying to get funding for schools to, help push this vaccine our way. So, I mean, it's dope that these black schools did, get the money. Because, the whole BLM thing is going on, and then you got the coronavirus thing going on. So I don't know what you guys take on it.
I think it's a little calculated.
Yeah, I want to believe it's genuine just because of all the things you told me when you were working there about him.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think maybe he doesn't have anything malicious, but I'm sure people are going to take the opportunity to feed on this. Like, they're donating to these black medical schools. Now they can make these hubs for places because they've been saying they want African Americans to get vaccinated first, or that we need to. So now it's like, well, they gave money, and they're letting black doctors and all of this. So now they're going to give us more cause, but also on that side, also Jeff Bezos' wife or ex-wife donated 1.7 billion HSBCUs. She said she did it because she wanted to give back to the people who helped them get where they are, or like the people who are basically keeping them in business. They feel like but it's like again, I don't know. Like she donated 586.7 million to racial equality, 46 million to the LGBTQ, and 133 to gender equity. So like she's donating a lot of money. I mean, hopefully it's all for good causes. But
I mean, the companies, the schools, the whoever are definitely going to benefit from having the extra funds to throw around to do things, to expand, to put into more research, to whatever. At the same token, it does, like you said, it makes you a little leery about, the motivation behind it. Like, is it genuine? It may very well be, but it's like when it comes during these hairy times that we're kind of, living in, it kind of makes everything questionable. Like you can't just take everything with a grain of salt nowadays because of everything that's going on. You kind of just got to do your own legwork to dig behind the scenes, or try to find as much as you can behind the curtain to see what was the pushing factor in this even coming about or happening.
Right. I mean, Amazon need to donate to better drivers. Is what they need to donate to.
I mean,
donate to not stacking my packages
in
in
general.
front of my door.
I mean, when you are making that that kind of money, you do have to give away a lot of money to keep making that kind of money, because it gives you all sorts of breaks on top of you getting breaks for making that kind of money, but it's just extra money that you're giving away that also helps boost the amount of money that you get in return. So it's a flip side. There's two sides to the coin. Yes, they are doing it for a good cause, but they also benefit from it as well. So you got to take the good in with the bad. It's just how much bad are you willing to tolerate. But he is very big on philanthropy. When I did work there, he had an entire, how most companies have, a department for IT, a department for customer service, a department for engineering and design, things like that. He had an entire department. Like there were 2 floors on the building where it was the philanthropy department. There were actual positions that people had to apply for and interview for and got salaries for. I mean, decent salaries, 60, 70, 80 grand a year, to find all these philanthropic things that he can get his feet wet in and throw money at to help, better whatever it is out there that the company may have been interested in. You also have Beyonce.
Don't sound so skeptical.
I do not drink this. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't subscribe to it. No, I am not part of the Beehive. But
she don't like honey.
She did donate $1 million to Black-owned businesses. Some money out there to, I guess, some conglomerate that these Black-owned businesses are a part of, where they can, I guess, benefit from some of this money. I wish he would have just clicked my link and ordered some stocks for the Blue Ivy. That would have been cute. But I'll take it.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, how big or small are these Black-owned businesses? And does it really matter how big or small they are, or does it just matter that she donated to Black-owned businesses?
Right.
It said that it was Black-owned small businesses, which I think is really good, because these are the people that were hit the hardest, because they're smaller owned companies. They probably don't have the backbone that some of these bigger companies have to help sustain them through this times that they're going through. Some of the Black-owned businesses have been thriving during the pandemic because the community has been helping uplift them, and then there's some that haven't been doing so well because they haven't gotten the push from the community. Maybe it's just they're selling something that the community may not actually need at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was a good gesture. 1 million is like $2 to her. So
I feel like that part. I feel like it's I don't want to say it's not enough, because I hate to say it, because like when people were coming at Jeff Bezos for giving like $600,000 to Australia during the fires, and he's worth billions or whatever, so I don't like to say that, but I feel like with Jay-Z and Beyonce, all the things that the Black community has done for them, like they give millions and millions to like Africa or this or that, but when it comes to our people, it's like $1 million. I mean, it's a start. I mean, not gonna knock it.
Just to play devil's advocate, I mean, we don't know what else she has donated money for, because not everything that they do is in the public light, so not everything gets mentioned. Right. But so she could have donated this as well as some other things to other Black-owned organizations, or anything that might have been supporting this whole push behind the Black people moving forward. So I mean, we just gotta hope that their heart is in the right places, and that their money is benefiting those who need it most. You know what I'm saying? Especially during these times.
Totally agreed.
I mean, she could give these Black-owned businesses some of her tickets at $60 instead of $600.
Well, I mean, she I'm not gonna knock that, because she did in New York, she did concerts where the tickets were like $60 flat across the board at was that Roseland Ballroom before they closed.
Yeah.
So I mean, they sold out in like nanoseconds, but she did do concerts, just like Jay-Z did the September 11th concert, where all the tickets were the same price and all the money went to September 11th victims. So I'm not gonna act like they don't give back.
I just want her black tail to show up on time, okay? And
we ain't gonna get into
what
that.
is showing up on time for Beyonce, okay? She makes her own time.
An hour into a concert, only for them to sing one song and then it get rained out for another hour. I was not happy for the price that I paid for those tickets. Be on time and we would have missed the rain.
Right, and those $60 tickets probably got resold for copious amounts of money.
For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, the Beehive will pay they rent and weed money for a ticket, baby.
That part.
Let's talk about Dr. Dre and his bitter divorce.
Baby! I mean, I don't think Dre is bitter, but this strong-faced woman that he called his ex-wife, or soon to be ex-wife, she seriously bumped her head. Like some of the things that were on that list that she was asking for.
Maybe.
Let me pull up this list because we found it on TMZ. It was on the Shade Room. So that was about approximately $2 million a month she was asking for? Ooh,
yes,
yeah, like
2 million a month. Like what exactly are you doing with $2 million a month? So this is some of the breakdown. Some of it was laundry and cleaning, which is $10,000 a month. Clothes, which is $135,000 a month. I mean, if you're spending $135,000 on clothes every month, why do you need to get them laundered? I would think that you would just
I'm
throwing
gonna
them away.
assume laundry and cleaning might be like kids' clothes and cleaning the house, maybe maids and stuff.
$135 grand, we get everything new every month.
Not what they buying.
Baby, listen.
Wait, but
go to Walmart.
135,000. 135,000
Yes.
in 4 weeks. She wants that for clothing.
Yes. Every 4 weeks on that first day of that week.
Look, when that new Louis bag come out, I would normally get it, so I'm still gonna get it. That's what she said.
She probably got 50 million Louis.
$10,000 in laundry and cleaning. Like, what is these gold dip washing machine? I'm not understanding.
She could pay me $10,000 a month to do her laundry, and I hate doing laundry.
We got to consider how big. Like, I don't know what it is to clean like a celebrity house. I don't know how big the Malibu house is that she's staying in. How much do you think? Like,
it's her and 2 kids.
It's not about how many kids. It's just about the whole. Like, you don't think she's gonna want the whole place clean? Like, if she's colored in, I'm not justifying. I'm just saying, like, it is probably an expensive cleaning bill.
Baby,
she's playing devil's advocate.
You're not getting the house filthy every month. You may need to do some light dusting. Baby, you can get some Swifters. They don't cost much.
She's not accustomed to that.
And then education. This is tuition and living expenses. $60 grand a month.
Now, who's this for? Are these for the grown children that they have?
There's no breakdown. The children are very grown. Yes, they are. $60 grand a month. Okay, if they need schooling, Dre can pay for that up front. Okay, we pay for all 4 years now.
Right.
Why we need to give her $60 grand a month?
They need to take their ass to the school that he got a damn censor at in Cali and go there for free 99 is what they gonna do.
Right. Then we have entertainment. What kind of entertainment? She giving live band shows, full on Fergie Productions, Lady Gaga, $900,000 a month. She gets
that's more than $500,000 a month.
All the scripters in the United States and Russia to come to her house every month.
Like, you mad because she go to Saint-Tropez every weekend? Don't be mad. She need the private jet, one for her and one for her bags. Okay. It's expensive.
Then we have charitable contributions, $125,000 a month. So she wants some of Dre coins so she can give away Dre's coins. How that work? I'm trying to understand. And can somebody explain it to me?
She's accustomed to being a good person, so he has to fund her being a good person.
BX, I can't, but I'm gonna agree with you on that. I'm gonna definitely agree with you on that.
Right.
Then we have the mortgage, which is $100,000 a month. I mean, that's probably what a typical mortgage looks like on a celebrity home. But I would think that he would probably own most, if not all, of his homes with the amount of money that man is worth. So is she looking for this mortgage for a new home that she wants to move out to? Because from what I understand, she's still staying in his stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because is this mortgage for the home she's staying in, or is she trying to move somewhere else? This is my thing.
It doesn't
Like,
specify.
because like a lot of these things he can pay. Like it shouldn't be in support. He can pay these things. He can pay the tuition. He can pay the mortgage, whatever he has to pay, like himself, his people.
Right. Tuition should be part of the child support. And then she's supposed to be able to pay her bills with the alimony. So I don't understand what this is.
Before you go on, Bate, his Malibu house that she currently lives in is a beachside property, and it's a $40 million mansion.
Wow.
Oh, she gotta move. She gotta move.
Baby.
Oh no, honey.
It doesn't really tell you like the square footage or anything, but it does tell you that it is a beachfront property. So those are going to be expensive. But
yeah,
like, bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Telephone, cell phone, email, $20,000 a month. Who is her cellular provider?
What email is being paid for? She got AOL.
She must be paying. She must got her own service. I don't know. It got to be her own. I don't know. Nicole Wireless. I'm not understanding.
Nah, I don't either. Where's she getting these numbers?
I guess she's falling asleep on the phone with somebody in China every night.
So all of that in a nutshell is about $2,530,000. And she says this. She needs this amount every month because she doesn't want to have to depend on Dre to pay the bills. But that would be Dre paying the.
First of all, there's no way that you can lead me to believe that he's spending that every month now. So why do you think you're entitled to that once you're gone? Like, and the bottom line is, bro, if you get fired as the CEO of McDonald's and you're making $1 million a month and you start working at Walmart as a cashier, you think they're going to cater to your salary? Like, oh, well, I realized you were making $1 million, so we're going to go ahead and give you $1 million. No, you downgrade. Sorry, honey, you only go shopping once a month for clothing.
She need $1 million to chisel at that strong jawline she got. It's too strong.
Tell her to get familiar with Tarjay and the rest of them because it's a rep. Like, it's a rep. Like, if any judge approves, he can't even approve half of this. Like at the end of the day, I think he should get her a house, a reasonable house, like not over $5 million. He can pay for her to have like maybe a regular car and a truck, and that's it. She has to maintain like insurance and all that stuff. If she wants to go to school, he could pay for her schooling and maybe give her seed money to start a business so she could be financially stable. That's more than fair. But she's bugging out with all this stuff. I want to be independent, but pay all of this. Like, what?
Right.
Like, I don't understand. It just seems to me like these are definitely rich people problems because, regular people like us, when we going through divorce, we just want regular stuff. Like, I just want him to go away. And whatever he's supposed to give me in my alimony, I'm going to take that on every first direct deposit. And I want to never see him again. We ain't trying to split socks. We ain't trying to split, how many salt shakers we giving up. Like, I feel like this list is just so completely left field and frivolous. It makes no sense. It lets me know that you're bitter. And two, you just prolonging this for no reason at all. Because you bitter and you want to make him, I guess, upset.
Yeah. And then I want to touch on something that 313 said. She says she's getting half, but baby, she signed a prenup.
Yes.
And there are stories that Dr. Dre ripped up the prenup a couple of times, but that just because you rip up paper doesn't mean it's not still legally binding.
Right.
Exactly.
So he wants to take their entire, I think it was like $1 billion estate and take it to himself. The prenup does not say she gets half of anything.
Right.
So, like, I'm sorry. By all means, all we've seen the movies and the stories and the Michelle A story and all of that. Nobody's saying he's the perfect guy. I heard bad things as far as relationship goes, but that man definitely came from nothing and built himself. He went through a bad relationship with NWA or Ruthless Records. He went through a bad relationship with Death Row, and he still came out of it on top. Like, so unless she told him to sign Eminem, you're not getting half of anything. I'm sorry. Unless she told him to make Beats headphones, you're not getting half of anything. Like he was already semi-rich when they met. So like, what did you really help him do?
She's like and she was the ex-wife of an NBA star before she met Dre, so she know the drill.
Right.
She Aggie.
And I get like I don't even understand that whole custom. Like obviously when it comes to kids, you don't want the kids to be affected. Like if the kids are used to being in a top-notch school or stuff like that, that's fine. Keep the kids normal. But as far as what you're accustomed to, you lose out on that when you decide to get divorced. Like I'm gonna keep you accustomed to. Like, could you imagine paying $100,000 for a house for her to be dating and bringing niggas up and through there? Man, please. Are you
a $40 million house on the beach? Mm-mm. You ain't got those views when you divorced. You don't get those.
Right. Then she tried to say that Dre intimidated her or forced her to sign the prenup. So you sat in this prenup and this forced relationship for 26 years?
Right.
Man, bye.
Like that's it. If he said, "Hey, sign this prenup or we're not getting married," that was your chance to say we're not getting married. But you're an opportunist. You got married because you knew you was going to be taken care of and not have to do anything. Yep. And now that it's done, now you want to try to get all you can. But like, who was I don't know who. I think I was talking with Shell about it last night. Like, why don't these broads, like, if he was abusive, which I'm probably sure he was, why were you not putting away money? Why were you not funneling money and putting it away? I'd have been sending it to my mama and putting it in another account or something. Like, so
for all
you know, something.
For all we know, she probably do got money stashed. These celebrities know where to put money so money can't be found. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. I don't think she's that stupid. She just greedy.
And it's crazy. He's not trying to even like stiff her or whatever. Like, I mean, look at what was it? Was it Future, who his baby mama wanted some crazy amount?
Future's baby mother wanted $53,000,
and he offered her $1,000.
He offered her $1,000. They have one child together. The judge agreed on $3,200.
Right. So he was way like lowballing. Not to say she needed $53,000, but $1,000 is kind of low for his, the money he's making. So Dre ain't even trying to do that. He's trying to be fair. But you're bugging in. All y'all kids over 18, you really bugging. So you have no leverage. She should have got pregnant before.
He can set money aside for the kids individually for themselves because they're legally grown. Yeah. So then it's just whatever her alimony is, whatever they decide to do with the money that their dad gives them is what they do with what their dad gives them because they're grown. If he's willing to be fair with her, I don't understand why we got to be doing this tugging of the rug back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
We just got to watch and see what the fallout is of this.
Right. So did she even do anything? That's what I want to know. Did she even do anything? Like, what did she do? Did she have like a degree, any kind of skills?
I'm pretty sure she does chin push-ups. That jawline is strong.
Yeah. Dani, I'm pretty sure you're annoying.
What I do?
You want to go ahead and talk about Brandy versus Monica?
Baby, when I say they broke records.
Queens doing it.
They kept a steady 1.1 million viewers in it. It dipped off when they went on the little intermission, the break, but it was
only down to like 800 something, which is still a lot for people to be sitting looking at chairs.
I think when they came on, it was literally 2 minutes into them still setting up or getting prepared, and there were like 596,000 people in there because this is probably one of the most anticipated verses that everyone was waiting for. Because there was that 20-year beef. I don't even know what the beef is about. But the 20-year beef, does. I think it's just the
Norwood clan.
The Norwood clan and the industry pitting them against one each other because they both grew up in the same time. They one started at 12, one at 14, but they grew up together in the music industry.
And sing Backstreet Boys.
But it was definitely an amazing versus. I was vibing out. I enjoyed every bit of it. But let me tell you about the shade that was going on up in there, hunty.
Okay, we had all the umbrellas.
Yeah. Monica, she kept cutting her eyes, turning off to the side. Brandy was doing too much, and then Brandy wanted to do poems. And Brandy was like, yes, we could do this like we a group. Monica was like, well, we ain't no group. Baby, we're not a group. What is you doing?
Right. Brandy was doing too much. Like telling Monica not to say ho. Ray J all in the corner dancing like he did. Like, we ain't got time for all that. Like, leave your family at home, fam. Like, isn't it social distancing? Why you got your whole Norwood clan here with you? Like, we ain't got time for this.
You know the Norwood clan is always somewhere not far behind. Not far behind. It definitely had it was a whole movie. It was a mood in there. Like everyone was vibing out. There was, some toss up between who won. You had the people saying that Brandy won. I don't think so. I think Gunica won. But I do love both of the artists. I listen to both of them. Probably listen to Monica a little bit more. But overall, I think it was one that the culture needed. And now they can both go back to their respective corners and continue to be shady because that's what was going on up in there. But can we get into them outfits though? Because I want to know why.
Let me hit the pern for the baby. Pern, pern, pern. You know the baby loves the pern. I didn't want to cut you off.
I want to know why. Brandy showed up looking like she was going to somebody's cookout, like her.
That was not a cookout outfit. She had on a turtleneck. She wasn't going nowhere.
Where did she find a turtleneck?
Where did she find a turtleneck? Where did you find a turtleneck?
Apparently they're making a comeback because she's not the only celeb that I've seen turtlenecks on. Like, bruh. You was getting straight clown back in the day if you had on a turtleneck.
Did she have a sore throat? She needs some tea? Like, what's going on? Why is all this stuff in here? She was looking like her outfit came straight out of Whoopi Goldberg manual. I think Monica won. Yes, Gunica, right. She won. Monica, I think she was looking like she was going to somebody's sipping paint. It was way too much Fendi. Way too much. I don't know what was going on. You had the shirt. You had the little crop top jacket.
You should have had the picture on cue. The one that you sent me that I couldn't unsee. The dude from Shrek.
Yes, and then what was going on with her pants that was supposed to be fitted that wasn't fitted? She had the droopy crotch going on. I was like, what is this? What's going on? I got questions. I was
dead at Brandy's sandals. She definitely had on the Monica before you walk out of my life sandals.
And how dare you talk about her shoes?
The crazy thing is, social media was ripping Brandy for them shoes, but apparently, they're from some designer. They're like $1,200 sandals. First of all, you need your money back. Second of all, why she always wearing these slingback shoes? I don't understand. Even on Moesha, if it wasn't these slingback shoes, it was these boots.
Shoe boots.
I don't understand.
And clearly, they both wear women's size 12. Is where we're gonna start.
Yes,
they both team large feet.
They is team long
coffee
toes.
With the faux bugging. I'm Brandy, sorry, coffee now.
He said Brandy won?
Yeah. It is Monica just more, she's more like of the people. Like, I feel like she's more like that friend. Like, everybody feels like she could be a friend. Brandy was like, she was like the person you kind of looked up to. Like, oh, Brandy, she's this pop princess. But she was just never like relatable, I feel like. I mean, it might have been the family and the image they were trying to maintain and not letting her do anything. And, but
they want her to keep that good girl image, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it when you're a teenage girl. Yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ray J's making sex tapes.
Hello? With that serpent girl. Yes.
Right.
Love the sons, raise the daughters. Love the sons, raise the daughters. That's how they do. That's how they do.
Oh, shout out to Ray J for bringing Kim Kardashian in our life.
Now we got all the serpents.
It was definitely a movie. With that whole battle going on, everyone she does. I don't think it's even, but she does. She sings about like what's going on in her life experience.
I think Brandy's hits were bigger hits, but I think Monica has more bangers and more songs that we listen to more frequently.
And she's more relatable.
Because I definitely wanted to throw Sitting Up in My Room out the window. Like, I couldn't, if I listened to that song one more time, bro.
I think it was just overplayed by the radio because it definitely was always being spinned. Always.
I don't know if that was worse or I Will Always Love You was worse.
I think I Will Always Love You was probably worse.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
With the amount of spins that it got.
Wait, can we talk about the side shade with Usher not wanting to do a song with Monica?
What's that about?
Right. Who Usher think he is?
I don't know, but I'm going to pull up on him in Vegas and ask him. How about that? He got a residency, declared a residency right in
Oh yeah,
Vegas.
his show starting July, birthday month, so sounds like a birthday trip.
I will get front row seats, and I will ask him some questions. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna have word filming.
Yeah, Danny will. She'll be in the audience while he's singing, like, "Why you won't do a song with Monica?"
Sure will.
And we'll be kicked out.
No, he won't.
But we will. Bail money
I don't know
on
what
deck.
that's about. Why wouldn't he want to do a song with Monica?
Right.
There's probably something going on there personal that we don't know. That's what I'm assuming. You know, Usher's a hoe.
Did you hear that Joe Buttons? Yes, the Joe Buttons. On his podcast, when he was interviewing Ray J, having a conversation with Ray J, he asking Ray J, what's good with Brandy? Talking about something he like Brandy. Baby, the world know that you ain't over Tahiri. Cut it. Cut it. Brandy and Joe Buttons? How that even sit down even look right?
That sounds tragic. Like, first of all, I mean, it might work because Joe Button's an old man who don't want to do nothing, and Brandy seemed like she tried to be a saint. So
he is emotionally detached. This is why he blocked me from social media, because I know his truth. He blocked me on all avenues because he be lying and I'll be sliding up like you're lying. I know, because I know him. But I don't even see that being a thing.
then he ain't got no friends.
No, I don't. I get blocked by a lot of celebrities. I'm surprised you guys haven't blocked me. But you guys love me. But I don't even see that. Everybody knows, the world knows that he is in love with Tahiri, which is why him and Santana did not work out, because she was a carbon copy Tahiri.
Right.
He's never going to get over that.
And he just had to have a baby with her.
Right.
Because he needed to redeem himself. He wasn't the best father with his first child. He is now. They have a relationship, but he needed to redeem himself. He was older. Probably the paternal clock was ticking. Now that he's in his right mind, he's not, taking the drugs and all of that stuff. So he's cleaned up. He's grown up a lot. And I applaud him for that.
Did you see what Deja said?
I can't see the chat. What'd she say?
He sat on his ex's stomach and caused her to have a miscarriage.
Which ex?
Yeah, that's what I said. Not Santana, right? Baby.
I feel like he's just a miserable man because the hood he came from don't love him, so you gotta take it out on everybody else.
I ain't even mad though. Jersey City don't have to love me. I don't care.
Yeah, just don't rob you when you go to the chicken shack.
Oh, see, I ain't rob when I go to the chicken shack though. They know. He did. I saw him though.
So I think we talked about how when we talked about Meg Thee Stallion, we talked about how JoJo removed Tory Lanez from her album, but it looks like Kehlani's removing.
Yeah, from
her songs too.
Yeah.
He getting blackballed.
Canceled.
That's
crazy.
It
sucks. I don't know if I'm gonna like that song without him on it, but I respect where she's coming from.
Yeah, but he wasn't even in her video.
Oh no! Oh, you know what? He wasn't. Yeah.
Mm-mm. In whose videos?
Kehlani's video.
Oh. I don't know. He getting
I mean, has he spoken out?
I haven't seen or heard anything.
Wait, Esther Baxter. Does the name sound familiar?
I think I remember.
That's who the ex was. Right.
I think that's who, I remember who that is. Yeah. I haven't heard of him saying anything, but he wasn't even saying anything in the beginning. It was his PR team, which that's their job to
now,
spin it and make it look good.
Now you're getting taken off of stuff, and it's gonna possibly affect your business going forward. I mean, I know he's like a cocky little guy who thinks he is the end all be all of the music industry. I'm not gonna lie and say like he didn't have a good run of taking over stuff, but you could be canceled overnight.
You don't think they gonna still play him? I mean,
no, for sure.
People still out here rocking R. Kelly, and he's filthy. So I mean, because Tory Lanez Harlem Nighted Meg Thee Stallion's toe, I don't think people are gonna stop listening to him.
Well, not listening, but as far as making new stuff with him. Like, I mean, I don't know who's running out to try to work with, or who was running out to try to still work with R. Kelly after the whole thing, blew up.
Right.
But I mean, to take away the body of work he did Right. To take away the body of work he has, we would pretty much have almost no music, unfortunately.
Honestly, I think he'll rebound. He'll definitely rebound, and he'll probably still get people. Because I mean, Breezy still got people working with him after the whole
Yeah.
debacle of the temperature will die down and people will move on and life will go on as such.
Right.
I mean,
But
it's
with
very
Breezy,
unfortunate.
he owned it. He owned what he did. And you know what I'm saying? Like if you're just not gonna address it and just hope it goes away, I kind of feel like that's a
He may very well do it. He has to listen to his people and figure out the right timing and what to say, because you can't just go out here being hot headed and just say whatever. So he may own it in due time. We'll see what happens. But right now, he just got to suffer the consequences of his actions. That's it. Nothing you can do about that. Put your big boy drawers on.
Didn't he have an album coming out soon?
Does he?
I don't know. Didn't he just drop an album? I can't keep up with this guy.
It said he was working on another album, because he's been stuck in the house.
That might be on pause. Who knows?
Probably not.
Who knows?
I'm sure if he started back up tomorrow, quarantine radio, he'll be right back up with them views.
Oh, well, look what he had in his lives.
Yeah.
Hello? People are going to tune in for that. It's ratchetry.
Facts. Well, let me share my screen. We're going to go into Sneaker Corner. So Complex claims that Giannis is redefining the basketball sneaker with the Freak 2 sneaker. The reason why we're talking about this is because this is some big claims.
Well,
I don't know if it's true.
First of all, I don't know what he had on feet, but I just watched the game and he just injured his ankle. So, so I don't even know what this article is talking about.
Baby,
he definitely went out in like the second quarter and was out for the rest of the game.
You redefined the injuries?
So,
like, are you just being injured in style?
I don't know.
It's not making me run out in.
They said that the Nike Zoom Freak 2 is truly a distinctive sneaker. Now, the Freak 1 wasn't even a distinctive sneaker. Like, people liked them, but, there was no big hype about it. Right. I don't think this one's going to have any hype about it either, no matter how many people post an article about it.
I don't own any. Do you own any?
You
own any of his shoes?
I mean, it doesn't look. It just looks like a regular basketball shoe, in my opinion.
I don't know.
It does have the Nike Zoom in it, which is what is the newest Nike technology that they're adding into shoes. But I guess we'll have to see. Review.
If you're a person that balls like maybe Molly or Witness, some of those guys, or even Buck, I can see you probably going after one of the shoes because you're an avid baller. I mean, not to say that people who aren't ballers don't wear balling shoes. I mean, because I wear LeBron's probably my most ball-like sneaker, because to me, I don't see playing ball in Jordans, but I know he did. But this shoe just doesn't have any appeal to me, so I probably wouldn't buy it.
The Freak 1 didn't even appeal to me, to be honest.
Right.
I can't I'm even getting off of like KDs. I can't. Well, these basketball shoes are becoming way too narrow. Like they are definitely not comfortable because most of us aren't going out balling in them, or we're not buying like all these brand new shoes just to ball in. So, you know, it's not going to be a lifestyle shoe. So, what are you supposed to do with it?
Right. I don't know.
Basquiat, what's up?
But he clearly.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're not having a good case now with him being injured. So we'll see how they rebound from that.
Right. And then The Rock is coming out with his third Under Armour collab. I do have the first two. They're not like a.
It looks comfy.
Yeah, I like the look of it.
but it's not like one of those, oh my God, I have to have those, like that's heat on
Right.
somebody's feet type of shoe. But I think Under Armour is comfortable. I wouldn't play basketball in it. But they are really good for long wear, and they have really
These
good support.
right, these
Yeah.
look like a lifestyle shoe. Like they look
Right.
comfortable for you to wear if you're going to be out and on your feet for a
Right.
long day.
It looks like
It's
a good
all
like
black shoe.
supermarket, yeah, good
Right,
supermarket or airport shoe even.
right.
Oh
It's
yeah,
definitely
travel shoes.
yep. Yeah, that's what they look like. Definitely look like travel shoes. And it's all black, so it's not something that's eye catching. It's just simple
Hmm.
and comfy looking.
I like it. I mean, it's definitely gonna appeal to the people in like the workout community because
Yeah.
The Rock, like they
Hmm.
love The Rock, and not to mention he has the show, whatever obstacle show that is. He has.
Hmm.
I can't think of the name of it, but I know what you're talking
Right.
about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see putting that shoe on to go to the gym and work out in.
Yeah, and then this article also talks about Steph Curry receiving his own special footwear line. I mean, he already has the Curry line, so I mean, I don't know if he's gonna venture out into something other than basketball shoes. Maybe he'll try to do something that The Rock is doing. But The Rock is actually doing better under Under Armour's brand than Steph Curry ever did, and he's only had three
Wow.
signature shoes. But The Rock does sell. His collabs have all sold out with Under Armour, and he
Wow.
also has clothing with Under Armour that sells out. So
Like I
um,
said, yeah, he appeals. He's like a Arnold Schwarzenegger. How the bodybuilders looked up to him. Like he's like the new Arnold Schwarzenegger. So all
Right,
these
right.
bodybuilder people, weightlifters, they're gonna buy it, and like that's probably a bigger market than the amount of people who want an Under Armour basketball shoe. Unfortunately for Steph,
I wonder if Jake Paul has any of his shoes.
probably.
I'd have to ask him.
Word. And Rock is a fan of customs, so he's up there on my radar. He has a couple of custom pair of his shoes. I forget. I think Mosh did a pair, and I can't remember who
Oh,
else did a pair.
so we need to spam him with something from Word. Heard you. Okay, got it.
If he makes a white pair of those, we need to get our hands on it and make something happen.
I'll DM him 44 times a day.
yes, she will. She's not
So we need
playing.
to make something happen. I get on the block list, get on
Mhm.
the radar.
um, is Danny doing the artist spotlight or you are Word?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am.
Danny is.
Okay, here you go.
I guess you can say it's an artist, so to speak.
Right.
It is SMA Enchanted Candles. I stumbled across them, during the quarantine time. I'm in this black-owned business group on Facebook, and I just went in there and I said, "Hey, anybody in here make candles?" Um, Made the post. I probably got like 300 replies to it. So I went to each and every one of the links that they posted. And I liked the way her candle packaging looked, and I liked that the scents that she had to offer. There were some of the scents that I happened to be looking for because I did go in with a certain scent in mind. But it's called SMA Enchanted Candles. She can be found on Instagram. It's SA Enchanted Candles on Instagram, all together as one word. Her website, as Hella has up here, is SAEnchantedCandles.com. All of their candles are and wax melts are 100% soy. They do offer party favor packages for all events. So, once the quarantine is lifted and people start, planning things, if you're looking for candles or for like an event, or you're just a candle lover in general, you can go to the site and order. Um, they do customized labels if you're doing an event. Um, and they are running a sale on their website right now. It's until Tuesday, I believe, and it's 30% off on all orders over $35. I ordered 3 candles, so this is one of the scents that I got, which is white linen. It actually smells.
Ooh,
It has a very clean scent, so like that fresh laundry scent. If you like that kind of smell, that's what you're gonna get. I got the cotton amber. The jars are pretty cool too. They're glass jars. She does package them well. They were each individually wrapped in bubble wrap, and then she packed them with the packing peanuts, and everything was kind of tight so they didn't jumble around. This one has also like a clean scent, but it smells like uh like warmness. It smells like warm, drier clean, whereas the
Yeah, that's
clean
the
linen
amber.
is just
Amber is a very warm scent.
yes. And then the infamous
The
eucalyptus,
best one.
because
Get
Word
that one.
loves the smell of eucalyptus. It's very calming, very soothing. It helps you fall asleep. It also
Keeps
helps
away
to
spiders.
keep away spiders, because spiders do not like the smell of eucalyptus. So this is awesome if you have, anxiety, or just have trouble falling asleep, or just want to relax. You can burn that in your room, burn it in the bathroom while you're taking a warm shower. It's very soothing. She also does have other scents up there, so just poke around and have a look, and see if you like something.
I love
Eucalyptus
using
all
candles.
day.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said eucalyptus all day.
Yes, I've been burning that one. I
Yeah,
started with
so now
that
I'm
one
gonna have to
first.
order some more before the sale is over.
Right. I did
We're gonna
burn
have
that one
all the
first.
candles.
As you can see, it's almost half gone.
Yeah.
Does she use wood wicks too, or is that a regular string wick?
Uh,
I've never seen the woodwick.
it's not a wood wick.
Yeah,
It's a
and the good thing about soy candles is they burn a lot cleaner, especially around children.
yes.
Um, Bath and Body Works actually changed their formula of their candles to mostly soy because it burns cleaner. Children with allergies shouldn't be around candles that are burning that aren't soy because it affects their breathing. So
Oh,
if you switch to soy candles, they burn a lot cleaner and they're better for the environment.
oh, that's cool, because I've been, like I said, I've been hopping around on a lot of these smaller businesses page for candles, and I do see that pretty much all of them that I went to, they're like soy candles.
Hmm.
Um, so I say check it out. I do intend to keep blessing some of these smaller businesses. She's not the only company that I did order from some candles. I have other candles from another company, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Her page is gone. I can't even get in contact with her anymore. But any small businesses that I find, I love candles. I love like soaps and stuff like that. So if anybody has a family member or anybody who sell or knows somebody that sells the stuff, feel free to DM me, or email me, or just tag me in a story post or tag me on their page. I will definitely check it out, and I do order. So I keep to my word.
Yeah, I'll be in my up to my head in candles for the next 5 months.
Yes. I still got my Bath and Body Works candles, because I did order those at the beginning of quarantine, and they were the 3-wick candles. So they take those a while to burn. I ordered those. I ordered 3 of this young lady's candles, and I ordered 3 candles of the other business page that got taken down. So we got a lot of candles.
She ain't running out anytime soon, is what she's trying to tell y'all.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Um,
Yes.
our topic for tonight is the struggle of being a female in the sneaker community and beyond.
Yes.
We talk about this all the time. When we're on other people's shows, but I think it's a question that everybody likes to know the answer to. Like, what do we deal with as females in the sneaker community? And I think it differs from person to person, but um, we also want to talk about body image and how people's bodies definitely affect how their careers are going to go in
Yep.
Hollywood.
Yep.
Where do you want to start off?
Well, I guess starting there, I think like this conversation kind of came up from in the beginning there was like a whole thing that me and Danny used to kind of debate on with Lizzo, and then more recently, if anybody watches Love and Hip Hop, is it Miami? No, it wasn't Miami. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
Tokyo is on there. She's
Yeah.
a bigger woman, but she's on there. She was if you watch Love and Hip Hop, she was the one who was like 24 and she was still a virgin and dealing with her boyfriend cheating or whatever. So she recently, made a statement that she can't get like a deal to become an artist, but she has all these producers who want her to write for these other female artists, who are out here I guess you want to say selling sex. Like, so all these more attractive females by society standards that she's writing for and in the studio coaching them on how to do the songwrite and making them hits. And she's like, they don't want to sign her to be the artist, but behind the scenes, they're trying to low key hook up with her or want to have sex with her or, whatever. So, it's a crazy like whole double standard, like, just like how like in our era was what Foxy and Little Kim that we had, to look up to, but it was harder for people who weren't, out here, quote unquote, selling sex to be an artist. Like they felt like for women to be in the forefront, you had to be half naked or, doing whatever. Whereas now I feel like it's kind of different, like a lot of independents. I mean, there are, the whole like, Cash Dolls and Meg the Stallion and whatever, but there's also like Rhapsody, who is super dope and she's not, out here half naked.
Right.
There's a lot of like different opportunities. So I feel like, the world is getting better with it and they're recognizing women for being good, not just for, whole body issues, but there's still like a long way to go.
Right.
For sure.
And I think that trickles down into the sneaker community as well. When you look at some of these pages that you see on Instagram where there are like women in like nothing and then shoes. Like what is this ad for? Like what do you yes, Mars, we aren't all naked, but the ones that they're naked with a pair of shoes on, and it's like, what exactly are you selling here? It I feel like it kind of diverts the attention to what the game is about. It's about the shoes and the passion and the love behind it, the love of the chase of the thrill of the next shoe, and those women who are your everyday women, well, we're all everyday women who aren't naked, who will throw on, a pair of sweats and a fitted t-shirt, or a pair of shorts and a fitted t-shirt, and some jeans.
Like, what is the purpose of that picture right there?
Right, we get overlooked. And then you get these women that get put up on the pedestal as being sneaker heads because they're naked. They're naked with shoes on, and I just don't understand it.
Right, and it's like a certain type of woman, like, which is kind of what played a part into the whole complex thing, with the whole racial issue with the chick that I'm not going to bring up her name again, but like, them put in a certain type of person when there's so many, sneakerheads. Even when it comes down to like, interviews and shows, like people always you kind of see the same women over and over again.
The same
and like
type of woman.
And like
right.
In order to get your own lane, you got to make your own, you got to make your own show damn near, or whatever.
This is something along the lines of what we know.
Right. Right.
And then you're sharing this type of content on the same page that has this. And like, I've been reposted by
what's the difference in likes on both those pictures?
Okay, so this one has, this one has 151 likes, and then this one has 47.
What's the size of this page?
Right.
13K. Okay. It's because it falls back to sex selling, and it's like, are we selling sex with the sneakers? I don't understand.
Right.
But that person in the photo has 2.5 million followers, and this is the type of content that she posts, and that's the amount of followers that she has.
Right. It's like, if this is what you're selling, I'm not gonna knock you. Get your coin, but it's like, so now you got it.
Sneakers.
Right. Are you trying to gain that energy too? And if that's the case, like, why isn't it just not about the shoes?
Yeah. And then this person has 283 followers.
Right. In that case, it's about the shoes and the lack thereof outfit. You're selling sex.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because there's a lot of female sneakerheads who dress like dope. Even ones who dress like girly, but they're not out here, like half naked. Like you can still, look feminine and have on like jewelry and makeup, but not, be in a freaking bikini, because clearly we only wear sneakers with bikinis.
Yeah. Like, wait, what? We wear sneakers? bikinis. I mean, do
Like,
you wear sneakers with underwear on and a t-shirt? No.
totally.
In a
When
car?
I'm going to the mailbox, I totally go out in my drawers and my
Right.
freaking sneakers. Like what? Like what?
And it's not that women can't be sexy, because they can, but it's like, why do they have to be naked to do it?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys have ever felt the same way, but I grew up a tomboy, but I grew into being a woman and wearing high heels and doing my makeup and doing my hair.
Right.
When I was younger and seeing that, I thought that was what I needed to be in order to be successful.
Right.
And so I feel like that image is just not what real women are. We have our little stretch marks, we have our cottage cheese, we have our chub. Like, those things are normal.
Yep. They are. But you get these nipped and tucked bodies that put on dental floss and shoes, and they get put up on a pedestal above a regular girl. Like somebody who's just as beautiful, she just ain't naked.
Yeah. I mean, I've never felt like I needed to be naked to be successful, but we have young women that are growing up, and that's the image that they see on the TV. They see it on social media. It's literally everywhere.
Right. Which is why they're sending naked shots and doing crazy stuff on the internet to get likes and views. Because they're looking up to these people who are twerking.
I appreciate that, Craig. Yes, I mean, like, you don't have to be naked. Like I don't understand why, and and clearly, I mean, of course, what man wouldn't want to see a naked woman? Because the woman's body is beautiful. I get it. So you can like those pages, but you can like us normal girls pages as well. I just don't think that what they're selling is the shoes. I think what they're selling is sex and the absence of underwear.
What they're selling is their own. What they're selling is their OnlyFans page.
And OnlyFans too is like, there's a stigma on OnlyFans being that, like, of course there's sex work going on OnlyFans, and yes, there's nudity on OnlyFans, but if you actually went on OnlyFans and seen the many different, there's literally magicians on OnlyFans that are making millions of dollars for posting videos on OnlyFans of magic tricks. Like, it's not just selling sex, it's not just for women, there are men on there. And of course, I'm not going to say that there's not sex and nudity going on with men, women, whatever on that platform, but it's so much more than that. And I think the popularity behind it is like, oh, during quarantine, these guys can just go on there and, find somebody who's going to send them nudes or whatever it is. But I think if we take away that stigma that it's just nudity, it will open up that platform to so many other people.
I think OnlyFans became really popular much more popular during the quarantine when it came to like your average everyday person. Because most of the time, the only people that I really saw in there were like the celebrities, like Johnny Blaze and those type of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it kind of like took, like, it went booming, like I said, with like Johnny Blaze. I think it became the new way for, like, during quarantine, for the people who are getting paid to do club appearances. This is their new avenue, because obviously clubs are closed. Because I noticed that's where it started with like the girls who were doing like hosting parties at clubs, who were getting paid to do that. Now they don't have this, so now it's like, up OnlyFans, I'll host for these people to look at me wash my dishes in a bikini or whatever.
And I ain't mad at you. Get your coin.
But I'm mad at the people paying for it. But
can us regular girls get some love too? We just here for these sneakers, and we want the same support in this community and in this culture that these women who who kind of eat off the culture. I don't necessarily think they are the culture. I think they eat off the culture. And I mean, and the fact that they eat off the culture, you can't be mad at them for doing it. It's the culture who's allowing it.
I don't know, we could be mad at the one ruining SBs.
That was another thing that I was gonna bring up, because it's like she started wearing SBs because of Travis Scott.
Yep.
And now she's kind of like, she's no longer with him, obviously, but now she's kind of taken the sneaker thing and ran with it.
Right.
And I think it was Shell who sent us Shell who sent us a picture of her in the Dior ones, and we were questioning, like, what size are those? Are those even real, type of thing? But it's that image that gets into people's heads, and then they're like, okay, well, why isn't Hella Lace looking like that? Well, because I'm not Kylie Jenner.
Right.
I'm just me.
Right.
And now I can't afford the shoe because she didn't raise the price up $1,000.
Right. And she don't even know what she had on. Yeah, exactly.
That part.
But even with the dunks, it's like, did you know what you were wearing when you wore that?
She didn't. And she probably wears like my size in the shoe. And now my size in that shoe is $2,000 and $3,000. And just why?
Yeah, her brother-in-law is Kanye, but he has nothing to do with SBs.
Right, you think he's around here dressing the whole Serpent clan? Like, yeah, these are the sneakers you guys need to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, they're probably getting access to all of this stuff because of him, maybe.
She was wearing it because of Travis.
Right.
Because he was wearing them, so she was wearing them. Because she was wearing them, the market went up.
Right.
Because people were like, "Oh, she's wearing them, so these are hot."
Right, because not only now do you have the people who are actually sneakerheads and fans, but people who are fans and didn't collect sneakers, and like now they want to look like all these people.
I did give those up. You want to know why? Because that toe box was feeling like it was made of paper mache. I will not. I will not. I will get something that I would rather wear.
Look at that. See, that's a rarity right there. You give up something hype for something you really want.
I gave up off-white Prestos. I don't like Prestos. Why would I keep them? Yeah, I'm not going to keep the shoe just for the hype.
Forgot you stole my Presto one too.
You're right.
Yeah, but even with Dillinger, even with Tyga, she wasn't wearing dunks.
Right.
That's our point. And we're not saying she can't wear them. We're just saying, like, her wearing them brought on a bigger hype onto shoes that people like us actually have liked for years and want. Yes. We cannot get our hands on them unless we pay resale.
Yep. They're literally like dunks that people were picking up at like outlets and Marshalls and stuff like that they were picking up for $20, $25, $30 that are now sitting on StockX and Go in my size, and I wear 5 in dunks, $700, $800, $900, and it's just why? Because this chick had them on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Why does she set the trend for our community? Is what I'm trying to understand.
Because it's the thirst.
Yeah.
The impatient people and the thirst.
I think younger girls see it too, and they think, oh, hey, if I can get my mom and dad to buy me that pair of shoes that Kylie had on, then boys will give me attention.
I feel like we've kind of, us in the female sneaker community, we've gotten like hijacked by her and these women that are naked with the shoes on. We were fighting, literally clawing our way to get the recognition because it was like a boys club. We kind of got our momentum back in 2018 when they dropped all of those ones, and then they did the AWOCs, and they did the Off-White with Serena. We started gaining our momentum. And I started noticing, hey, these women like shoes. They're turning in their high heels for more comfortable shoes, which are, sneakers. And they're putting their own spin on it. They're putting their own swag on it. They're wearing it with gym shorts. They're wearing it with sweatpants. They're wearing it with dresses. Like, hello, Tracy Ellis Ross. Where's Jordan 1s with dresses? And now it's like, we're getting sidetracked by these Barbie type women in no clothes and these shoes. So it's like us regular everyday uh sneakerhead female, we're kind of getting lost by the wayside, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I was gonna say. I mean, I don't understand why. Like, there's always been like a community of women with sneakers. Like, look to the WNBA. Like, with they're now starting to recognize they have a whole website showing all these women and their fits and stuff. Like just like the NBA, how these guys have on their fits. The women have been doing that for the longest. Like,
Yep.
they're major sneakerheads as well, and they are always rocking like no, always rocking like they were rocking Kobe's heavy even before the
Yep.
NBA started rocking Kobe's. So it's like, why do we just forget about this whole category of women who's been killing the game forever? But now, like, Kylie puts on a pair, and like, oh, now it's big news. Well, these women probably have been wearing like dope shoes since high school playing basketball or throughout
Yep.
college playing basketball.
Yep.
So, it's who they choose to give the recognition to.
Yeah, and I don't think I personally am not giving her sole credit for sneaker trends, but if we're talking current events,
Yes.
Kylie is the one who made the hype even worse, I should say. I'm not giving her full
Right.
credit, but she's just one that pops into your head because you see her pictures everywhere and people are like, "Oh my god, Kylie's wearing dunks." And
Right.
so it's like everybody gotta wear dunks.
Right, and they don't even know. She probably don't even know what the shoe is, and they don't even know what the shoe is.
Yeah, leggings are not for everybody.
Yes, everybody wears leggings. Everybody's probably wearing leggings right now because of quarantine. Nobody's clothes is fitting.
Right. I'm gonna need people to know the level of see-through that their tights are before they come out of the house is what I need.
Listen, you
I need you
got
to have on
in
the
front of
proper
that mirror.
the proper panty with your
Oh, that
leggings.
too.
But it's a whole lot. It's like a whole like they need somebody just looking at, like, everybody needs that person that looks at them before they go out of the house and tell you, nah, that's not gonna
Yeah.
work, fam.
You got to do your squat test. Make sure you can't see through.
Because I done seen too many, and I just seen one recently when I was in the store. Like everybody had on leggings, and this chick had on
Bro, you don't
leggings,
have on leggings. You got on stockings. Okay,
and
you got on
she
stockings.
had on a turquoise panty underneath, and I seen it all through her
Right.
leggings, and she wasn't even squatting, so they weren't being extra stretched. You just seen her panties.
One time, and this is probably TMI. Actually, it's happened more than once, but I've seen people's tampon strings through their
No,
leg.
No,
and no. I would go
Who
kick
did
them in
not
their back.
tell you this?
nope,
Bruh, I'm dead.
nope. I think if I
I'm
saw that
dead.
in the supermarket, I hit her with a whole box of them right in the back of her head.
Right.
Think you need this?
Yeah, that part, man, Dark.
What
The
man Dark
sneaker,
say?
the sneaker game has just been oversaturated with individuals who don't truly love the game or want to take advantage of it. And that's not even not just on a celebrity level. Like, it's just become a in thing. Like, I mean, I guess like anything, it's like it's a trend. So people want to, this is gonna get me noticed. If I get sneakers, this is gonna get me noticed. So let me get the latest sneaker. Oh, there's a line over here for shoes. Let me get this sneaker because apparently it's something everybody wants.
Right.
And it's like it becomes harder for the people who truly right, TMI, who truly want it. Like, it's making it so difficult for us because there's just so many people who don't have a love for it and are just doing it just to either be a part of something or
Right.
to be selling something.
Right. It's like we just want to be regular girls and still be fly and still get the same type of love. And
Right. I just want to wear
and
my hoodies and my jeans
Right.
and
I can still be
Yeah.
cute, clothed and cute.
Yeah.
And that's true with Mr. Miller said. I think social media kind of ruined the sneaker game because I don't even feel like, as much as we want to believe it, I think for like a lot of the time we're not even doing it for us anymore, myself included. Like, that's why like I've been selling like a lot of stuff because I'm just like, yo, I haven't worn these shoes in like a year, but it's like, oh, I can't sell a playoff 11 because I'm not a real sneakerhead if I don't have that in my collection, or I can't sell a BC3 because that's a staple in your collection. You got to have a bread one or you're not a sneakerhead. and it's like we hold on to these things because we feel, we have to. But who are we trying to impress? Like, bro, I'm in my house like 6 days out of 7, more than likely. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna just put on clothes to go outside and take a fit pic, which I feel like a lot of the people are doing. A lot of people are working from home, or a lot of people aren't going anywhere. But every day you got on a new outfit to do what? To
Mhm.
just the post.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Most of my pictures are taken of me in my pajamas, and then I just put the shoes on because I don't go anywhere, and I don't feel like putting on a pair of jeans just to go outside in the 80-degree weather to take pictures to post on Instagram, because
Right.
you got to stay relevant on Instagram, because if you don't post for a week, God forbid. But I mean, one of the things that sticks out as a female in the sneaker community is just that you create your own image. You don't
Right.
have to follow what everybody else likes, because at the end of the day, you could have, I don't know, 5,000 likes on a picture because it blew up and went viral. But at the end of the day, like, you could still be lonely. You could still be unhappy. You could still
Yep.
be dealing with an issue, in your personal life. And it doesn't, likes do not fix that.
They don't. It doesn't.
You would think
But
it does.
I think that people have gotten so absorbed in the likes, that that this is what is the driving force behind most
Mhm.
people posting nowadays. Um, we've kind of gotten lost, like Mr. Miller said. We've gotten lost since IG took it over. Like PR Sneaks, when he started his Instagram, because he wanted to have a digital catalog of what was in his collection, which I think is a dope idea. And then other people started getting on Instagram and seeing that there were others out there like us. So it's dope to sit to post a picture and have somebody who's interested in the same things as you to see your picture and see how you put the fit together and say, hey, you know what that is dope. That's an amazing feeling. But we have to understand not to get absorbed in it and not to get sidetracked
Right.
by the noise or the nonsense, so to speak, that's trying to, get in on our little corner of the world. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because I feel like now it's all too like it's more to impress people than like it starts out like, oh, okay, this is what I wore today, and you feel really good about this fit. Like, oh, this is a dope fit. Let me take a picture of it, and then it gets 1,000 likes, and like you're like, oh, let me do this every day, like just because I want to get the high of
Right,
having those likes, not because I love doing this. Like
right.
like all these people with all these like designer and what's his name, Elliot, who the one who has the sneakers with LeBron, Elliot. I can't think of his first name.
John Elliott.
John Elliott, yeah, like his clothes are hella expensive. Off white, hella expensive. Can you really tell me that you're impressed with their thread count or something that's making you spend $400 on a t-shirt? Like, bro, guess what? I got this t-shirt from Walmart and I love it. Okay, like
Right.
$7, bro.
Walmart and Target,
Seven,
the
and
best
I
piece.
got like 4 compliments on this t-shirt when people came in. Like, I'm not out here trying to get was it a Mary jeans for like I'm not doing any of that to impress people and be broke at the end of the day. You got to do what makes you happy. Like people like FBCC always says, he's like he'll challenge anyone to $100 challenge to go into Target and he'll come out with a doper fit than
Yep.
your favorite person who dresses. Being fly is not about how much money you spend. At the end of the day, you got it or you don't.
Yep.
It's the pieces. Is how you put it together.
Yeah. And then
It is an addiction.
the last thing I want to touch on before we go, because I know Who Has a Heat is going to be on in about 15 minutes. How do you guys feel about getting assistance from males in the sneaker community when it comes to copying the shoes that we want?
I mean, getting like I don't. You know me. I don't typically ask anybody for help because I know one, my size uh
It's the
is a
money size.
money size. So most people, if they do get them, they're gonna flip them for money. And you know what? I can't be mad at that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So I typically don't ask. If somebody offers to help, male or female, I'm very appreciative of that. Like Jody Rockstar, she'll hit me up, be like, yo, I'm not going for these. Do you want these? What size do you need? Blah, blah, blah. And she'll try for me. Like hella, if she doesn't want it, she'll try for me. Word doesn't wear my size, so she goes for both me and her size. So anybody who's willing to help me, I'm very appreciative of that. I will shout you out. I will send you hugs and kisses in the mail if you want to do it. So the if it's a man helping me get like a woman's release specifically, like I applaud him for that, because a lot of the men typically want them for themselves. Where
But but when you think about it, how many guys, like, for the guys who wear men's sizes, how many of the guys that we know do they reach out to a female, like you guys were, grade school? So obviously we can try, like me, I'll get my size and I'll go for your size, or I'll go for Hella or Shell's size.
right.
Do like guys just ignore the kids and just go for the men's, or unless they're copping for their wife or girlfriend or whatever, or do they reach out to a sneakerhead like, hey, any of the females in the grade school size need a pair of these ones coming out, or whatever? Like that would be a dope assist, unless they're going for the grade school to sell themselves.
Yeah.
Typically, I think a lot of the men in the circle that we're in usually have that chick in their circle that they typically will go for, and I mean, I'm not mad at that. Like I said, I'm not like I don't typically ask anybody for help. I don't have them.
Yeah, she honestly, I think when it comes to myself, Shell, where it's just kind of, we know each other's size, so it's like if we know
Right.
that person wants the shoe, we're gonna enter the raffles for their
Right.
size.
Right.
It's kind of unspoken, but I feel like I'm constantly reaching out to males in the community that I know, saying, hey, can you help me get my size on this? Especially when it comes to LeBrons. It's not very easy to get my size. And,
Right.
Word likes LeBrons too. Dani doesn't really go for LeBrons much, but I feel like, yes, we should reach out, but like, where are the men in the community that say, hey, I think Dani will want this dunk, or hey, I think Word, even though she's in men's sizing, would want this dunk, so I'm going to reach out and say, hey, do you want me to assist you? And I think it's more likely that we're reaching out to them like, hey, do you need a size in this shoe, or do you want it, if we don't want it? And I know that Drama, he's a reseller, but he, for the most part, he reaches out to me and asks me if I want a shoe. I'll tell him yes or no. But I would like to see more of that. I think it would help out the females in the community a lot if they came to us. Yes, we can go to you, but I think it means more.
I feel like at this point I don't really even bother so much, not because like I just like nobody's gonna help me, like my small circle, like you guys and Shell, like no one's really gonna go after stuff like you guys would, or go hard. Like they might try and just like, oh well, I didn't hit it, I didn't get it, whatever. But at the end of the day, also, like, people, even if somebody doesn't want a shoe, if it's a popular shoe, they're gonna try to get it and
Right.
flip it so they can get something they do want. So it's like, I feel like it's becoming, is there really a point to asking anyone? I mean, there are good people who are like, oh, I don't want that shoe, I'll genuinely help you. But at the same time, oh, this shoe is going for 200 above. If I get this, then I could get something I missed out on. So it's like, do you want to take that opportunity away? It's like kind of like we're stuck in
I mean,
limbo.
there's those type of people who genuinely help are far and few in between. Like we have our select circle. I have grade school, so like the guys that are in our circle that we talk to most frequent, like Basquiat and BX and Stevie and Kick or whatever, because they have men's feet. So I know I can ask them, or even without asking them, they'll try for my size only because they know. But like outside of those people, I really don't usually ask, because like I said, my size is usually the money size. Like the Travis Dunk I had was a size 5. I sold that shoe for $1,500. Jordan 1s my size, 5.5, are sitting at $500, $600, $700. So do I expect them to reach out and help me? No. Would it be nice? Yes. But I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at them if they don't.
Yeah.
I just try and get it myself. If I'm hit, I hit. If I don't, if I really want it bad enough, I just buy it or trade something for it.
Yeah. This comment from Deja reminds me of that meme that's been going around Instagram where it says that men only want women so that they can have another sneakers app to hit on. And I think it's funny that that meme is even going around because there's females in this world that want the shoes too. So why can't she use her sneakers app for herself?
Right.
Because it's
Like,
been like that. I mean, I remember way back. We'll go back to when the Chicago Tens came out. It was around Christmas time, and my mom was gonna get me and my brother like North Face jackets, and we both decided we didn't want that. We wanted the Chicago Tens coming out, and we went and we waited in line on a snowy day at Foot Locker, and my brother was a size 13, I think, and they came out to the line and they were asking everybody in line what size they wanted, to not have anybody waiting needlessly. And, my brother and I were in front of this one girl. He said 13, and the girl behind us said 13, and they only had one 13. And she was like throwing a fit. She's like, my boyfriend's gonna kill me if I don't get this shoe for him. And I was like, so she's sitting in the snow while he's chilling at home. She's in the snow trying to get this shoe for him. So like it's kind of been like a thing for as long as you remember. But yeah, like now women are liking shoes, so who's to say they're not going to use their sneakers account for themselves?
true. I think that's like that's kind of a hindsight. Like, oh, well, I didn't think you would want the shoes. Well,
You didn't ask. You didn't
We
care to ask.
we always get put on the back burner. Like I said, even like when I was going into the office every day working, and people would see my shoes. I would come in every day with a different pair of shoes. And anybody who worked in my department, they all knew I had a lot of shoes. But my building was huge, so people from other departments, if they would see me in like, the common areas, they'd be like, yo, you got like a lot of different shoes. I see you with different shoes every day. And you're a girl, like with
mhm.
sneakers. I'm sorry, we have feet too. I don't understand. Are they different feet?
Yeah, we want to be comfortable too.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah,
there are more guys who are posting like, "Oh, I got a cop for the wifey, or she's gonna kill me,
mhm.
or if I get a pair, I got to get her a pair." Like a lot of dudes who don't even like want to cop sneakers sometimes because then they know they got to get a pair for their wife as well. So I
Yeah,
guess it's like it goes both ways.
yeah, it does. I agree.
I mean, if
If
you're
you're,
if you're if you're like a man who has like a wife or a girlfriend in your life, if she's the sneakerhead, I mean, if you're buying, I feel like you should be buying hers too, or at least trying for her. Not saying that you had to buy them, but at least trying for her.
yeah,
I know Mr. Miller laces his wife with shoes, because they're
And
like
his
a whole
kids,
sneakerhead family.
yeah.
So I mean,
mhm.
I live to see those pictures. Him, the kids, the wife, all in the picture wearing the shoes.
I think God the boy isn't as much into sneakers like that. Like he's always
Right.
been more simple because I couldn't deal with that headache of us trying to cop him, and he's
The
and he's my size, so that
the
was my biggest
pressure
fear.
Mr. Miller be under. Woo, we gonna applaud that man.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm the only one who wants shoes in this house because otherwise it we'd be. I mean, I don't really have to fight for my size because my mom's smaller than me and she's not even into sneakers. But like, just imagining if my dad and my brother were into shoes, I think
Yeah.
we'd be fighting to get to the door to get that package and be like, whose shoes is here? But I don't have to do
Word
that. I could only
word in
imagine.
the word in the boy with the same size shoe.
Yeah,
So it's like, who want this shoe?
we know the vibes.
Whereas me, you're gonna go grade school all the time. Neither one of them can fit it. So just put in that grade school five and a
Right.
half.
Well, if you guys didn't know, Who Has the Heat is starting season 5 soon, and tonight is, I believe, the rules. They're gonna
Yeah, the rules and question and
tell you
answers.
guys the new rules of episode. I mean, season 5.
Yes.
That's starting, or it's already started, I believe. So if you ladies don't have anything else to add, we
Oh,
shall
I have
end it.
one. I have one quick thing. I don't want to make a whole like topic out of it, but I saw it like amidst reading articles. about Ahmaud Arbery's mom coming forward and slamming the people who were profiting off her son's death. I just thought it was kind of crazy, just like because we always have the whole like the Kobe debate, and when people pass and people quote unquote profiting off of them, but apparently, like I guess a good friend of his started the I Run with Mod social media, and now it's been turned to almost like a business page. Then she said there was a GoFundMe where it raised $2 million, and then there's like a coach who started a foundation 223. That's the date that he was killed, and they raised like all this money, which none of it is affiliated with the family. So like it's just kind of crazy. Also, somebody tried to trademark the I Run with Mod. Like that's not them. Yeah, so it's crazy the levels that people are going to out here, like to profit off of death. Like I can already imagine how much Black Panther stuff is about to come. Like, but it's just like a thought of how we feel about that. Like, like Dani always says, you got to expect it when someone passes, things go up, but it's like what's okay and what's not. Like what they're doing with the Ahmaud thing is not okay. Like, I mean, if people want to make a tribute shirt or whatever, like for me, like I did a couple of pair of like the LA to Chicago's tributes to Kobe, but these were people who kind of like a couple of them asked me prior to his passing, and I felt kind of a way, but I was just like, to make yourself feel better, donate a percentage of it to one of his charities, like so it doesn't look like you're out here trying to make money off of these people. But it's a crazy thing. Like that's just crazy to me that someone's trying to trademark, like, or raise, like you raised $2 million and you didn't give a penny to the family. And she's like, she doesn't want money. She's like, nothing. She's like, at the end of the day, nothing's gonna bring her son back, so she doesn't even want the money. But the fact that somebody out here made $2 million off of her son's death is sick.
That is
on a GoFundMe.
Yeah, on a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe is trash for allowing it.
Yep.
I mean, well, they, I don't know how deep GoFundMe investigates into things, because clearly there's been scammers out here who have done things with GoFundMe, but that's sad.
GoFundMe does investigate accounts that get large amounts of money, and then when they start their investigation, they shut down or freeze the account that is tied to that GoFundMe, and then they do their research. They have recovered money back from certain situations like this one, but I want to know if they caught on to this soon enough to do that before the person was like, hey, I'm taking this $2 million and I'm going.
Right.
But yeah, I think they need to do better and be better at that kind of thing.
People need to be better. Like, who raised you?
People are serpents.
That's crazy. Like, could you think if somebody did that to you or your loved one?
Oh no, Dani would be all over that.
Nope.
Oh yeah, Dani would be in the streets.
I'm showing up with the hot pistol. Run me my money.
We don't encourage gun violence on the show. Just
no. I don't know what she was talking about. I think she was talking about a knife or something.
She said someone getting cut.
Nothing. Do you have anything else to add, Dani, before we go?
No, I think that's pretty much it. It's time to get on over to who has the heat.
See these rules. They better not be asinine with these rules, damn it.
I'm very interested. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Who Has the Heat. They do have a YouTube channel now, and that's where season 5 will start. But I appreciate you guys, everybody who stuck with us, the people who gave us a thumbs up. All of the information, the articles, and all of our links will be in the description as always. And I am Hella Lace.
It's your favorite customizer, Word Customs.
Sandy Nicole, aka Caramel Wonder, aka Tech Bay, aka y'all playing with me? The Tada Queen,
aka we ain't got no more time for names.
Right.
Shut it up. You're a hater.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
Bye.
Who you calling them?